Hey, what's up, everyone? Jazz Bergonzo here. Another episode of What's Next. Happy Thursday. Well, for those who didn't know, you have what is this? The 4th, 5th, 10th, 12th, 18th, January 6th tribunal or committee hearing or trial or I don't know. Name it however you wish. It's garbage. Absolute garbage. It's not about getting to the truth. It's about getting to whatever bullshit you want it to be. And that's what the Dems do best. Bullshit. Now, in an unrelated story, you have one, or you could say related, you have the justices of the Supreme Court. Yeah, remember those people? Remember those people that a leaked draft came out by one Justice Robert Alito and basically said, yeah, Roe, yeah, I think it's time to go. And of course, all the leftist douchebags were, clutching their pearls and panties were bunching and all the yelling and screaming and were going on in regards to it. Well, after that happened, of course, they started storming the Bastilles, heading towards their houses because, of course, you had someone hack their addresses, lovely doxing. But it's gone beyond that with the vitriol, the rhetoric, the hatred being spewed against the SCOTUS, But if you take a trip back to when Kavanaugh was being confirmed, yeah, there was nothing going on. It was all peaceful. They were just kicking the doors down, screaming, yelling, bloody murder, what have you. But speaking of Kavanaugh, yeah, let's go to this. This comes out of Breitbart. Nolte, armed man arrested who wanted to kill Brett Kavanaugh over Roe. Yes, that is the Kavanaugh family. A California man carrying at least one weapon near Brett Kavanaugh's Maryland home had been taken into custody by police after telling officers he wanted to kill the Supreme Court justice, reports the Washington Post. Yeah, they've actually got one right. From the looks of it, the Democratic Party and the corporate media's jihad against Kavanaugh, the one who started with all those lies about him being a serial rapee in college and continues over the possibility of the atrocity known as Roe v. Wade might be overturned, has finally borne some wicked fruit. Quote, two people familiar with the investigation, continues the Post, said the initial evidence indicates the man was angry about the leaked draft of an opinion by Supreme Court Justice signaling the court in preparing to overturn Roe. He was angry about the recent spat of mass shootings, so according to police, he grabbed the gun to go out and shoot a justice. Equal justice. The suspect not only had a gun, but he also had burglary tools. Yes, he was going for the break and entry. Looks like we should also thank the corporate media for broadcasting the front of Kavanaugh's home, which makes it so much easier for enemies to find. And let us not forget, contrary to written law, his fraudulency, Joe Dementia, and his corrupt administration championed these mass and unruly protests outside the justices' homes. Remember when Circleback Girl? Yeah, remember she used to work for them. She was asked time and time again, is this legal? Should we have people protesting, yelling bloody murder in front of the SCOTUS' homes, for, Roe? She was saying, well, it's friendly, it's peaceful protest. Yeah, just like 2020. But this is all the media and Democrats have demonized and scapegoated conservative justices as threats to democracy. Yes, but we are a republic. And worse, in the case of Kavanaugh, the media demonized, smeared, dehumanized the good man as a serial rapee and sexual predator. Don't you understand that this is what the left wants? The institutional left wants violence. I don't want peace. I want violence. It's not like this is a secret. How much more evidence do you require? They championed, encouraged, excused, and stand around doing nothing as Democratic-run cities burn to the ground. They open up the prisons, open up the borders to drug and sex traffickers, mythologize mythologize, the terrorists in Antifa and Black Lives Matter, leave schools wide open to mass shooters. They only openly hope for Donald Trump's death and assassination. All facts. Oh, and while they're doing all that, they lobby to disarm us. Yes, but who the hell cares about your Second Amendment? Over the last 5 years, Democrats and the media have sided with and encouraged their brown shirts, their jackbooted thugs in Antifa and Black Lives Matter to engage in political violence. Kavanaugh has been a prime target of these lies and hate campaigns for the last 3 years. If this suspect is indeed guilty of what he's charged with, does anyone doubt he saw himself as a folk hero who would save democracy and earn his own MSNBC primetime hour? It sure wouldn't be the first time the media turned a violent leftist into a folk hero and media star. Well, in relation, we go from that to this. This also comes out of Breitbart. Democrats block bill providing additional security for SCOTUS judges. Surprised? House Democrats on Wednesday stalled a bill that would have provided additional security for Supreme Court justice on the same day as a man was arrested for attempted murder, Justice Brett Kavanaugh. House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy made a unanimous consent request on a House floor to bring up Bill S-4160 for a vote, which passed by the Senate by a unanimous vote, would have allocated additional funds for the security for justice family members. Despite McCarthy's request, Speaker Bella Lugosi and Democrats failed to comply with McCarthy's proposal to bring the bill to a vote. McCarthy condemned the House Democrats for refusal to vote on the bill and noted that the refusal came on the same day as a man was arrested for plotting to kill Kavanaugh. McCarthy also drew attention to Democratic Senator leader Chuck Schmucky Schumer. Comments on the conservative justices will pay the price for issuing an abortion opinion he did not like. Yes, he had to clutch his pearls. We have a duty to protect the courts, justices, and their families from political violence and intimidation. We can meet the duty tonight before the House adjourns by sending this bill to the president's desk. And what made you think Dementia was actually going to sign this thing had it reached his desk? Since the leak opinion, radical protests have demonstrated in front of the homes of Gorsuch, Coney Barrett, Thomas, Alito, Kavanaugh, and Justice Roberts. McCarthy is not the only Republican to call out the House Democrats and blocking the bill from coming to the floor for a vote. Republican Senate leader Mitch McConnell, yes, sing along with Mitch, also had strong words for Pelosi and her colleagues. It went on a little bit further, but I've said in the past, you get the gist. Well, let's see. Because it doesn't fit my narrative, I'm going to protest. That's fine. It doesn't fit my narrative, I'm going to protest and scream bloody murder. That's fine. So I'm going to not only protest, scream bloody murder, but I'm going to call you derogatory terms, go in front of your house after, of course, being doxxed, and stand out there and trash the place, because it's protected by the Constitution, which sadly it is. And sadly, the same Constitution, supposedly by the Supreme Court, protects, burning the American flag, but God forbid you step on the rainbow flag and all bloody hell breaks loose. But you caught a guy who has been charged with attempted murder of a Supreme Court justice. Now, we don't know what's going to turn out with that. Well, I will not be surprised if he got a slap on the wrist and, like Nolte said in his story, gets a job on CNN or MSNBC. But then, right after, you have McCarthy push forth a bill to say, hey, you know what? We need to secure additional funding to Supreme Court justices and their families to protect them. No. We can't do that, but we can send $40 billion to Ukraine. That we can do. We don't got no money for baby formula. Who the hell cares? But we got $40 billion for Ukraine. We can't stop the borders, from 2.5 million illegals flooding over, but yet we got $40 billion for Ukraine. You see where I'm going with this. The hypocrisy, the fucking hypocrisy that continues to come out of Washington. And not one man, not Donald Trump, not Macho Man Ron DeSavage, if he were to run, we don't know that yet, is going to stop this. There needs to be an overhaul. And come November, there will be an overhaul of massive proportions. So, yeah, Dems, live it up while you can. Oh, and by the way, there's something going on with January 6th, but I don't know. Who cares? But with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we catch you guys on the next one. Peace.